You ask me, can a man divorce a woman for anything? And I'm telling you, because you want to divorce her for anything, the Most High allowed a bill of divorce because he loved his daughters and he was tired of y'all dudes mistreating them. But he says, and desire her and would take her as your wife. See, the problem that we have today is we think being a wife is after the marriage.
Right.
Let me say that again.
All right.
Within our culture, a woman becomes your wife before the wedding ceremony.
That's right.
We didn't know that? You would like to take her as your wife. Verse 12. Then you shall bring her home. To your house.
My house.
Not her house.
Not your mama.
Not your mama's house. Your house. And shall shave her head. I thought the Most High said you can't shave no head. That you can't be bald and all this other stuff. You can't shave the corner of your beard. But look what it said. You shall shave her head and trim her nails in preparation for mourning. Why? Because you've taken her, first of all, you've taken her from her homeland. You've taken her from all that she knows. She's about to become what you are. All her life she's been what she was. Now she's about to become a part of the nation of Israel. Which means that that woman that's a Gentile and that's a heathen woman has to become a woman of Israel, a daughter of Zion.
Right.
In order to live amongst Israel, she got to be Israel.
Amen.
So you shave her head, she's regrowing her hair, and she regrows her hair in the same understanding in which the way our sisters do it. She has to be just like a daughter. There's no exceptions. A man that is a stranger who comes among Israel, he has to be circumcised, just like the Israelites. There's no exception. Why? Because the Most High is making one nation of people, regardless of where you're coming from. You have to take on Israel, right? But not taking on Israel for Israel's sake, but taking on Israel the instruction that the Most High gave to Israel. Look what it says here, verse 13. She shall take off the clothes of her captivity, which means you got to provide her for her.
Right.
Not her providing for you. Not you staying at home while she go to work. Look what it says. She shall take off the clothes of her captivity and remain in your house and weep for her father and her mother a full month. So she got a full month of weeping time where she don't have to do nothing but stay in the house. She ain't got to be cleaning. She ain't got to be cooking. She don't have to do none of that. She have a whole month of mourning for her parents and where she came from. Right? Now this is the Torah. Brothers, I want to talk about this. Come on, go to the next slide. After that, you may go into her to be her husband. Why? Because there has to be a consummation that has to take place. Right? And she shall be your wife. She's already your wife after you've taken her, but there has to be a sealing of this covenant. But it shall be that if you have no delight and take no pleasure in her. Ask Yeshua, can a man divorce a woman for anything? Say, have you not read? Then you shall let her go wherever she wishes.
Wow.
You certainly shall not sell her for money.
Right. So she can't be your slave.
She can't be your slave. You can't sell her off.
Right.
You can't mistreat her.
That's right.
Even though she's not a woman of Israel, through blood, you take her on and you take her as your wife. You cannot sell her off, mistreat her. So even at that, you can't mistreat a woman that's a stranger. Let alone we talking about a daughter of Zion. But look what it says. You shall not deal with her as a slave or mistreat her, because you have humbled her by forcible marriage. Because you took her as a captive and made her your wife. If a man has two wives, one loved and the other unloved, and both the loved and the unloved have borne him sons, and the firstborn son belongs to the unloving wife. Next slide. Then on the day when he wills his possession to his sons, he cannot treat the son of his loved wife as firstborn in the place of the son of the unloved wife, the actual firstborn.
Right.
Verse 17. Instead, he shall acknowledge the son of the unloved as the firstborn by giving him a double portion of all that he has. For he was the beginning of his strength. To him belongs the right of the firstborn. Not only can you not mistreat, but you can't mistreat the children. Just because you don't like the mama, that don't mean you can mistreat the child.
That's right.
Right? That's how we do sometimes. Come on, let's go to the next. Now let's turn back to Matthew. Verse 5. And said, for this reason a man shall leave his father and mother and shall be joined inseparably to his wife. And the two shall become one flesh. So they are no longer two, but one. Now we see in the Torah where it says that if a man got two wives, well, we already know the Most High didn't co-sign it, but Israel was doing it anyway, following after Esau's descendants. But they become one flesh. So from the beginning, we have to make sure that we understand what the beginning was, and it was about one man and one woman. Therefore, what God has joined together, let no one separate. The Pharisees said to him, why then did Moses command us to give her a certificate of divorce and send her away? He said to them, because your hearts were hard and stubborn. You ask me, can a man divorce a woman for anything? And I'm telling you, because you want to divorce her for anything, the Most High allowed a bill of divorce because he loved his daughters and he was tired of y'all dudes mistreating them.